Today, I'm going to talk about the Team BIOS tool. Now, this is simply a list of your team members that have joined your studio. It gets their photos and their bios from their profiles and displays them as a list. And then you can embed this on your website. And the benefit to this is it allows your staff to keep their photos and their bios current. And that way you don't have to chase them down. They can log into the site, update their profiles, and then the team bios page will automatically update. Now, of course, in order for this to work, you have to first establish your studio and then get the members of your studio to join your studio either via invitation, or you can make it public and they request to join, and then they have to fill out their profiles with their photos and their bios. And once they've done that, you click here on the team bios page, and then you're first sent to this settings page where you can give the page title you want. And I'm going to change this to my fake studio is called Dream Dance. So I'll say Dream Team. You can choose whether you want to show their full name, their first name only, or their first name and last initial. In this case, I'm going to choose first name only. The sort order can be by first name, last name, role, or custom order. I'm going to do a custom order so I can show that to you. And then the external URL, which will make a little bit more sense later, is the URL of your website that you would want people to return to if you're using the team bios page. But there's also going to be HTML markup that you're going to see soon. So I've set up a simple, very, very simple website on Wix. So I have this Dream Dance on my Wix URL. So I'll use that as my external URL. Now, this is not required if you're using the HTML markup, but I want to show you both ways. So I'm putting that here. Then you can also create a customized theme. This is basically adding the colors, the font type, so that it matches your marketing. There is a separate video that I will have on that. Now you click next here is to continue to edit members. And then on this page, you have a way to go back to the settings in case you want to adjust the settings, the view public page, which will show very soon, the HTML markup that I was mentioning before. But here is you have a list of all of the members of your studio. And of course, these are all fake people that I've created for my Dream Dance studio. I have myself, a couple of instructors, the manager, and another teacher here. Now, what can you do with this? So you can, if for some reason you don't want to show a particular member, maybe for some reason you only want to show your teachers and you don't want to show yourself and you don't want to show your admin or whatever, that's how you can turn off that. Or maybe somebody's on a sabbatical or something and you want to temporarily hide them, you could do that too. Now, maybe there's something in the bio that you want to edit, you don't care for it. Maybe they mentioned, hey, I also teach at the other studio. Well, you don't want to mention your competitor, so you could click on edit bio and then make whatever edits that you need, that you think are necessary, and then click save. In this case, all the bios are fake, so I'm fine with all of them. Now, I chose on my settings, I wanted to do a custom order. So what I can do here is say, you know what, I want all my teachers at the top. So I'm going to move Jordan here to the top. I'm going to move Talia here at the top. And so that way all my teachers are at the top. Maybe I'm not really a very active part of the studio as the owner. I'm sort of a silent owner. So I'm going to move myself to the bottom, give myself the least amount of priority. And then I'll put my studio manager ahead of the admin staff. And there's the order that I want. Okay, once I've established my order, now there's two ways that I can use this page. I can either do view a public page, or I can use the embed code. I'll start with trying the embed code. So I'll click the copy here, and this copies the code. And then I've moved over to my Wix page that I'm in edit mode right now. So I've created this, created this page here called Team Bios. So I'll click on that. And so to use this HTML markup, on this page here, I just do add an element. I look for embed code. I want an embed HTML. And then I just paste in that code that I copied and then click this update button and close this. And now I just size this how big I want it, which, I want it pretty big here. So I'll scroll on down, let's just do the whole page. And there we go. And there's a page, and then we can go to preview and we can see there's our bio. Now, as you can see, it doesn't really fit my theme, but as again, I will cover how you fix that on the theming part in a different video. So now let me show you how you would do this as a page instead of an HTML plugin. Back here at the team members page, I will want to show you how to use the whole public page. And if you just click this button, it takes you to the page where you can see the bios this way. Now I'm back at my Wix page. And for the full page, I can just go to my pages, add a menu item, and this is going to be a link. So now I just need to copy my page, click done, and we'll just call this Dream Team, and done. And then if I go to my preview and click on Dream Team, it takes you to the page where you can see the bios this way. And then this is where that URL that we put in the settings. If I click back, now it takes me back to my home page on my Wix. And there you go. That's all the information I think that you need.